All right, y'all. Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But check us out on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple. 121 place to be with Prince Party. How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling good, living better, man. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I read about you say you're an artist, producer, songwriter, and a fashion designer.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Love fashion.
I see the drip, man. I see the hat and the hoodie. I see you.
Oh yeah, the basement get a little chilly, so we had to stay ahead of the curve.
Got the Pac nose ring.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Where you from?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, man, where it gets very, very cold.
Okay. Shit. I think you about the first person. I don't interview too many people from Milwaukee.
Oh, it's a couple of us, man. We out here. We definitely out here.
So give us your earliest memories of music.
Earliest memories of music. I'd have to say being a little one, mom's cleaning the crib, listening to Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying, Usher, things of that nature. Those probably my earliest memories growing up, from what I recollect at least.
So what got you involved with music?
I always like listening to music, obviously. But what kind of made me want to get involved hands-on was probably hearing Lil Wayne, Jeezy and Lil Wayne. That kind of made me want to write. My uncles and the family, they always had me freestyle, like when I was younger with my cousins, picking me up, taking me to and from Graham's crib, school and stuff of that nature. But, Lil Wayne is really what made me want to rap and see what I could do with the language.
What you like about Lil Wayne?
What I like about Wayne, it isn't really even so much of the storytelling aspect. I just like his innovativeness with like metaphors and similes and stuff like that. Because with music, you have the opportunity to kind of come across with what you want to relay. You can give storytelling like from what you've been through and experience. You can make up things, But with me, I just kind of like just being creative and witty. You know what I'm saying? Like I like battle rap, so the best way that I can articulate on that caliber on beat, I'd say, is like what impresses me. Like I just like wordplay and patterns and rhyme schemes and things of that nature. So I always just like hearing multi-syllable words rhymed in a clever way. It kind of gasses me up. So I just like to do that, I guess.
What does your name mean?
My name comes from, it was like almost 4 a.m. in Minnesota. I lived there for like 3 years. And me and my guy C-Flow, I was putting together this like little 4-song EP, and I really didn't have a name for it. And he was just like, we're always up BSing and partying or whatever at this time. So why don't we just call it Party at 4? And then the project on SoundCloud was called Party at 4. And then when I moved back home to Milwaukee at the time, I made it my artist name because it wasn't used, like on YouTube for like any groups or anything like that on Google. I was the only result. So I went with that. And then Prince Party came from, it just came from the lineage and the vibe of the folks I was working with, and the label, they're real big on that. So it just kind of stuck, and it didn't rhyme with anything and it wasn't being used. So it just kind of what we went with at the time.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know, but like when I Google your name, it like I put Prince Party, then it tries to say like it tries to come up with Party like 1999.
Yeah. I noticed that, man. I noticed that. It's definitely crazy with the results on the search engines, man. But it'll all be worked out for sure, man. I'm gonna pick a permanent name sooner or later.
All right, then how would you describe yourself to the people?
I say first and foremost, I'm a character, man. I just like to have fun and crack jokes, but I'm very music orientated. Like I make beats all day and freestyle with my cousin and play music, so on and so forth. So I'd say I'm just all around a character, man. I think that kind of sums up everything.
You said Wayne and Jeezy, but who else you like?
Today I'm real big on like Rick Ross, Drake. I listen to a lot of R&B. I listen to Party Next Door. I listen to The Weeknd. I listen to Tory Lanez. I like 90s music too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I do a lot of self-indulgence. Like I listen to myself a lot just because I'm ultimately trying to work on my craft. So like I don't like to get, stuck in a pocket of another artist for too long. But I definitely listen to Ross a lot, Drake a lot, Wayne a lot. I listen to Kendrick, Wale, Meek Mill. I listen to him a lot. I listen to Lil Durk a lot as of late. Fredo Bang, Pooh Shiesty, I got like my top 5 I listen to, primarily, but I like to try to stay tapped into what's going on recently and, during current times, but I got my own way of doing things. So, I like the higher up old school type of rap. So
Yeah, how would you describe your sound to people?
me, man, that's a very good question. I'm always like experimenting and seeing like how much I can push the boundary with my personal sound. So, man, I'd like to think my music is a vibe. Like I don't do all like, the gang stories or the street stories or none of that, but I do like to have fun with my words and like push the boundary between R&B and like contemporary rap, whatever you would consider that box that fits in. So I just like to have fun with the genres, man. I can't listen to too much rap and then I can't listen to too much R&B, so I like to do both.
So who you listen to R&B?
Primarily R&B. I listen to The Weeknd, Party Next Door. Like I say, Tory Lanez. I like his R&B vibe.
I feel like you gotta be high to listen to Weeknd though. If you ain't high, you ain't listening to him right.
What I like about The Weeknd, man, is like, well, early Weeknd, at least, like before he started the disco Michael Jackson voyage, like I like his subject matter, like it's raw, and then like his production was real different too.
Yeah.
So like I really enjoy that, because like for me, music, I like more like in-depth lyricism. I guess I'm really big on lyricism. Like it's hard for me to make like catchy, what I'm saying, real minimalistic songs, because like I don't know, like I just feel like anyone can do that. So I like to, and whatever my personal, opinion of intricacy is to that degree, but I just like to kind of try to say catchy things that you'll have to sit and think about, so to speak, at least, because that's what I like to do. Like when I listen to music, I like to close my eyes, what I'm saying, smoke. As you can see, I got the little LED lights in the back and things of that nature. Like I like to vibe out. So if there's nothing that I want to like paint a picture out of when I hear it, it's not really, it's just words at that point. Like it's just a vibe. But
yeah, Weeknd got me mad with that Super Bowl because I wanted to hear often, but I already knew he wasn't gonna play often.
Oh yeah, he ain't gonna do that for them folks up there. They don't want that.
I just knew he was gonna do Tell Your Friends, so he didn't do Tell Your Friends. I was like, oh man, you ain't do Tell Your Friends. Come on.
I would have been straight with I Can't Feel My Face, man.
Yeah, that too. So I was like, man, I don't want this new I want the Cocaine Weeknd. I don't want
man, that's the one, man. What he had an interview. I don't think it was Rolling Stone, or maybe it was, because he's only done like 3 early on, but the one interview he said where his management told him like, we don't want you to fall in love, because like when you're heartbroken, you got the good dark sound, but when you fall in love, we're gonna lose that. And they you know what I mean? I definitely love The Weeknd, but I like the heartbroken music from artists more, because like it brings more out of you. Like it's not just feel good, I want to turn up. Like you're actually hurting and you want to get that out, so you put it on wax, and that's what I like to hear. You know what I mean?
So who else you listening to, like far as with the females in R&B?
Summer Walker is fire. Her is fire. I like some stuff from LMA. She's very, very fire. Let me see. SZA is dope. Let me see who else we got. Leighton Green, she's got some fire.
You heard we be listening to me and my wife, we listen to Ari Lennox. You like her?
Man, there we go. Dreamville. Yeah, Ari Lennox is fire. Ari Lennox is like, her and Summer Walker are like the only, I don't want to say only, but in my opinion, from what I hear primarily, they're like the most soulful right now. Like Ari Lennox is all soul. Like it's rare you still hear stuff like that. It's like almost a Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu-ish vibe from her.
Yeah, she hard.
Yeah, she's not an R&B chick, but Rhapsody, she's fire for the females. Rhapsody is hard.
Okay, that's what's up. So that's what. So you just doing both of them? You doing the rapping and R&B?
Yeah, I definitely rap more than I do R&B conceptually, but I always was in choir, and I went to church at a young age, so like I definitely enjoy singing a lot. And I like to think I'm blessed with like vocal cords that let me like, mess around in that realm. I'm no like Chris Brown or anything like that, but I like to think I sound pretty straight. So I like to see what I can do. You know what I mean? Like I'll hear a Chris Brown song or Eric Bellinger song, and I'll like try and play off of their notes or, their melodies, come up with my own just to see if it's something that I can do. So I definitely record more rap songs than R&B songs, I'd say, but my R&B bag is getting kind of nice, so I'm gonna definitely keep doing both of them for sure. I don't ever want it to just be a point where I just rap or I just sing, because I'll get bored, and creatively I'm limiting myself. But for now, we definitely gonna do both. I got plenty of both.
Then what's your range? Are you soprano? You baritone, alto? What you doing?
I honestly, man, I'm chopped, so I can't really 100% recollect which one is which. But I know The Weeknd is more falsetto. I can sing like all his shit. That's my favorite headspace is falsetto, because I like how it hits my ear. But I can do soprano. I'll just say this to make more sense of the question. I can sing like a lot of Frank Ocean songs. I can sing a lot of Chris Brown songs. I can't really do like all the R. Kelly notes and things like that. It's a lot of bass. I can sing Party Next Door, Bryson Tiller. I can do a lot. I just don't have like a lot of, bass when I sing, because I don't like how my notes shape, I guess.
You don't got that big Luther, that Gerald Levert voice?
Nah. We got to work on that bag.
Yeah, you got to go through some stuff to get that voice. That's when you get a couple.
I got to get a couple of divorces. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's crazy. I was say, yeah, actually, man, people been telling me they saying you next up. They think you're gonna be really big. So why would people be saying that?
Yeah, blessed, man. I've been hearing that a lot too, man, and it's just always good to stay humble, man, and be appreciative, man, because the fact that people will listen to me on a global or grand scale and just to have that opportunity, man, it just means a lot to me, because I've been making music for so long. So the fact that that's the feedback this early on is just crazy to me.
But I was saying, well, what's the why are they saying that? Why you think they saying that? Like, what you doing?
Man, I assume just making music, man. I just try to be myself, bro. Like at the end of the day, whatever that means, whoever tips their hat to that for whatever reason is what it is. But I just kind of do whatever I feel inside of me. You know what I mean? Because if you get too caught up in egos or doing other things, I feel like you'll kind of lose track of what you're trying to do. But I just think that people like the music, which if that's the reason, then I'm blessed, because, there's nothing I find too special, about myself other than like how long I've been working and what I'm able to do with music. But, the fact that they're saying that, I'm gonna keep doing whatever I am doing, because to my knowledge, it's just making clothes and putting music out. So,
what year did you start?
I was freestyling, just messing around since I was like 7, but I say like I really started to like make songs somewhere, I want to say like 7th grade. Because I had Mixcraft and stuff in middle school, and then sophomore year in high school, my guy Jeremy, he gave me FL Studio, and I started making my own beats and things like that. And then I got Pro Tools when I moved to Minnesota, and then I was already recording my lyrics right into my beat projects in FL Studio, but I wasn't really liking how it was mixed. Like I don't know how Party Next Door was able to like put that type of mix on those songs given that software, but once I figured out how to get comfortable with Pro Tools, it really was over with, man. So I probably been recording myself, engineering and making beats probably for like a decade now.
Okay, been in it for a minute. And then how did you get? What about the fashion? I heard you say making clothes.
Yeah, man. With clothes, it's a love-hate relationship, man. Because when you're in position, you can go buy whatever you want, so to speak, if the funds permit it. But I just hate when I see something fire and then like 30 other people go put it on, bro. You know what I mean? So I just kind of like to alter clothes, or like I'll buy a sweatshirt I like. I cut this one Gap hoodie in half with this sweatshirt, this tie-dye sweater I got while I was a CNA, and I stitched them together and then put the Gap logo words back on it so it looks like a Gap sweater. Like I do stuff like that. I'll add zippers to my sleeves. Like I'll stitch patches all over stuff. I paint my clothes. I paint.
You know how to sew?
Yeah. I do most of my stuff by hand, but I have a sewing machine, but I broke like how you string it. So I'm ultimately just get a new one, man, because it's about that time. But yeah, I can sew for sure.
Yeah, we started to get one, but then we didn't get it because we didn't know which one we should start with.
Man, I would get like a little joint to start with, but ultimately you're gonna want to end up, well, in my opinion, you're gonna want the desk that comes with it in the middle, because ultimately what you're relying on when you're sewing is that little like base under the needle to hold your stuff. So if you got the table right there, you could just slide the whole pant leg across the diameter of the table, as opposed to it falling and you got to fold it and all of that. So as you start learning more and get comfortable with the pedal, I'd say ultimately end up with the table joint. But to start off, off. They got handheld ones. They got miniature ones. They got, you know, your typical household size one. They got a whole bunch of little different apparatuses to get you familiar with it. So.
Did you make your hoodie? You made the hoodie you got on?
Nah. This I got from some like store in Milwaukee. It's called Icon, but I don't even know what brand this is. It was just fire, and it was Sherpa, so I had to buy it. But
yeah, I like making my own t-shirt designs. I be trying to do a little something.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, try
that. Screen print it?
Huh?
Screen print?
What's that mean?
like you put it on the screen, they apply the ink, and they
oh no, I think I don't know, man. I just I did the design. I did on Shopify, so I just did the design. Then I just uploaded. Then somebody else make it. So I don't know how they did it.
For sure. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, I like, especially with like t-shirts and clothes like that. We like, man, we be wearing too much of other people's shit all the time. Like, why don't you wear your own shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna start my own little clothing line, apparel, like little capsule collections when the time is right, because that's something that a lot of my favorite artists do. And I feel like that makes you feel more like at home with the artist if you like their clothes. And even if you don't like their clothes, just more to offer for the fans. Like, you know, you give them music and visuals, but you want to have other things that make them feel like you actually took them into consideration. So, you know what I mean? Like a lighter or a shirt or a book bag or something. Things like that matter for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that together at a certain point.
I'm saying, I heard you mention, but we got some comments. Let me see who on here commenting right quick.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, my homie Pac Riley on here. He's just a past guest.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, he said medal. Then the gold medals.
Love.
Yeah, I'm saying, you a fan of Frank Ocean?
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Man, you know what I was doing right before this interview?
What's that?
I was listening to that one song with 2 Chainz, Kanye, and Brent Fires, that Feel Away.
Yeah.
When Kanye, he was like, when Larry Jackson called, they let Frank Ocean go. So I was like looking that shit up and seeing what they was talking about. I was like, what are they talking about? So I was like looking that shit up. But yeah.
Frank Ocean went crazy with his career, bro. He played the label. I don't know how he pulled it off, but however you put that together, he went crazy.
Yeah, I like him, man. I hope he come out with some new music.
Yeah, that's one of his things, man. He likes to take these elongated hiatuses, man. But hopefully he pop back out sometime.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like nowadays, man. I don't know. Like I'm glad I'm not an artist. Cause I feel like nowadays, man, it'd be like, right when you drop something, man, they're gonna be like, well, what's your next project? You be like, damn, listen to this fucking project for a couple of years.
That's why they take the breaks, because I feel like that's a good point. Because like now, I feel that's why I kind of paused when you asked me who I listen to, because like I feel like it'd be so much music put out that like it's hard to have a timeless album nowadays, because so much of it comes out, nothing really sticks, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like people will put like 4 or 5 albums out or mixtapes out in 1 year, and it's like, well, what is my favorite, or like what's really here to actually be listened to, because it's so much of it. And then your other favorite artists drop a 50-song project, and it's like, damn, it's so much music, you kind of get lost in navigating through it all.
Did you hear, man, you know Lil B putting out like 7-hour albums?
Yeah, man, that Santa Claus. Yeah, man, I saw that, man.
But then what get me mad too, like on the, I guess the music, like the music journalists and stuff like that, what get me mad is I'm like, how's these fools? So you come out with an album, the next day they got a review.
Yeah.
That ain't how you listen to albums. Sometimes you gotta keep listening to it for a while, because sometimes you don't even know what they saying till you like, oh, I get that now. So you can't just listen to it.
You know what you want to the third listen through.
Yeah, so I was like, man, how these kids listen to this shit one time and they already try to tell you how the album be? I was like, nah, it don't go like that. I don't like anytime somebody try to do that, I know they really don't know how to listen to no music. I like you kind of got, and then sometimes I notice like, okay, you gonna hear that song different. Like you listen to it in your car, it's gonna sound different. Listen to it at home, or listen to it while you working out. It's
or through your phone.
Yeah, it's all different kinds of feelings when you listen to it different ways, or when you, like you say, vibing in LED lights, drinking a little bit. It sounds completely different. So I'm like, are you listening to the album all those different ways and all those different settings, or you just like, how are you even listening to it? Don't say these cats be tripping, man.
Yeah. And then they don't even really hear everything said, and they miss everything. And it's like, oh, this was garbage. I'm gonna go to the next one. So that was a good body of work. Like, oh, tripping.
Yeah. So what you working on right now? What's your current projects?
Man, I'm just staying creative right now, man. I haven't went to the actual studio in probably like a month. I just been working out of the crib, my home studio, where I'm most comfortable at, man. Just making beats and writing and things of that nature. But I'm not really sure like when the project is gonna come out or what it's gonna consist of. But I know High Up and Run Away is kind of what we're gonna work on right now. But hopefully something comes down the pipeline for y'all real soon. I will say that. It's definitely being put together and it's thought about. Just don't really know what it's gonna consist of yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, you want us to go into your video?
Oh yeah, for sure. We put a video up for sure.
Yeah, let me hopefully play cool. Let me share the screen right now. Yeah, we got some people on here, so we'll let them see it.
Bet.
You want to talk about it a little bit before we play it?
Yeah, man. We doing Runaway or High Up?
High Up.
Yeah, man. High Up. That's the latest joint. A rap joint for y'all. Got some pain in there. My boy Relly made it, produced it. My guy 20K shot the visual. It's a good vibe, man. It's a good feel, man. Y'all should really vest with this one. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. Just showing a little versatility, a little melodic, little rap, you know, a little vibe.
All right, we about to go into it right now.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, Relly, this shit too
I've been so high up, I don't feel no stress. I don't need no press. I ain't gonna waste no breath. I've been so high up, I need more rest. Ice on my neck, them guests. Shorty ain't got guests. Ain't worried about your set, dog. I cannot stress no pests. Made the wrong move, get wet, dog. I ain't worried about no test. Way back when hairless, all not a whole team on chest. Remember I ain't had no check. Now young nigga up next. How many times have I said I've been told you niggas? I basically mold you niggas. Promise that nothing I own, I owe you niggas. Can't do no more shows with niggas. Ain't no more striking the pause. I'd rather oppose instead of condone you niggas. Just keep it a buck. You got some ice, but you keep it tucked. I got some ice, I BB the cuts. My city is nuts. You don't know the half of it. In the cash running, got the stash flooded in the dash. Touch it, they go fast on it. If I pay cash, it'll last more than nigga. Nah, I ain't got time to waste. They know it's my time, I'm great. Beside the safe, I keep a 9 in case. These niggas won't try to save for trying to chase these hoes and dimes. I may take her inside the bank and try to take all that shit out. Then I dip out and find a straight day out today. I pay my dues and do not need a cry to say. I find a way, I'm bound to faith. I pray them folks stay out the way. I've been so high up, I don't feel no stress. I don't need no press. I ain't gonna waste no breath. I've been so high up, I need more rest. Ice on my neck, them guests. Shorty ain't got guests. Ain't worried about your set, dog. I cannot stress no pests. Made the wrong move, get wet, dog. I ain't worried about no tests. Way back when hairless, all not a whole team on chest. Remember I ain't had no check. Now young nigga up next. Ice all on my necklace, I'm legit, bitch. Get fucked by no guest list. Fuck an ex, bitch. Fuck around, let that take hit. Hope that check hit. Fucking like pop your legs hit. Hit the exit.
When I'm out, you know it's one up on them, nigga. Gotta stay at least one up on them. Pull up on you, get it lit, hit stick, blitz. Niggas try and run up on them. Take a hike, Mike Jack with the backpack, rap back track on it. When I hit the dance, that's fact. Niggas hating on the man's that's cat bitches in stock, that's NASDAQ, past that. Then I'm out of here. Had a good year, but you're not appearing. When it's wartime, you do not appear. When I'm in the building, get a lot of stares, Niggas be plotting, You talking down, all of my round, yeah, you without options,
I've been so high up, I don't feel no stress. I don't need no press. I ain't gonna waste no breath. I've been so high up, I need more rest. Ice on my neck, them guests. Shorty ain't got guests. Ain't worried about your set, dog. I cannot stress no pests. Made the wrong move, get wet, dog. I ain't worried about no tests. Way back when hairless, all not a whole team on chest. Remember I ain't had no check. Now young nigga up next. Yeah.
Yeah, I said you got a lot of different flows on there too.
Oh yeah, man. It's the flow schemes for me, man. Patterns.
But I would say on that on the part you singing, like, I feel so high, yeah. Man, you kind of sound like Bone on that one. The light skin, I don't know which light skinned one was. You kind of Busy Bone. You kind of sound like
yeah.
Part.
Yeah, he was cold. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's tight. So what do you say? So what's next for as like your goals for your career?
Goals for the career, man. I want to try to put together a classic body of work. And when I say classic, I just mean like that's how it's recognized by like, you know, peers and music critics. But just a longevity, a lot of that, man. Longevity, I say. And it's a couple people that I want to do features with. Like I want to do a record with Wayne. I want to do a record with Kiki Wyatt. A lot of records, man. Just hopefully good records and longevity, I say.
What song you trying to have with Kiki Wyatt?
Like one of them Ross records, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that big boy rap with the nice ambience on the hook, man. Something soulful.
Man, you gotta have a song with Kiki Wyatt, but the song gotta be about having a baby. That should be so hard.
Hey, she the one to have the song about. She got plenty of kids.
That's what I'm saying. They go back. That's Rich. You know what you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah, my homie say you sound like Lazy and Busy.
Hey, yeah, that's cold. That's legendary. I appreciate that.
That's DJ Period. He on the. We got a podcast together called Two Black Brothers. He in New York.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm saying. So, what are some of your interests outside of music?
I want to get some rental properties. Like I said, I want to start a clothing line. I want to get a strand of weed too, man. Not even to just sound like a pothead, but it's a very fruitful business. And I think how much I have it as a hobby, so to speak, like it'll just make sense. But I feel like there's a big margin for revenue in there. So I want to do that. I wouldn't mind having like a club, you know what I'm saying, or a little kick it spot, maybe a little pop-up shop or something. But I definitely want to get in the stock market as well. I have some friends that are real good at that. So I'm going to get a little more knowledge gathered on that and jump into that when the time is right. But I want to start a label at some point too.
And then how do you describe your creative process?
Man, this is the question. It's always going to be fluctuated. You know, it hits when it hits, man. I'm not one of those artists that's blessed to be able to just turn it on and off. That's how it comes off. But in my opinion, it just hits when it hits, man. Like, you know, when this concludes, I'll probably play a couple beats, roll up, probably write something, and later on write some more pieces together. I'll either start a beat and then write to it, or I'll start a beat and open it a couple days later and write to it. I might write to a YouTube. A lot of times I might write to a YouTube beat just because the beat's already there, and then I'll write to it, you know what I mean, like bridge, hook, whatever. And then at a certain point, if I really like it, then I'll make my own beat and put it to that. Or if I make like a beat 2 months from now and there's something in my notepad that I feel like it resonates with, I'll be like, oh, this will fit that. And then I'll put that to it. I do that a lot. But it's rare that I'll like literally, you know, get ready, get out the shower, get dressed, come in the basement, like I'm gonna write a song and then write a song. Like it never goes like that. As much as I'd like it to, it does. It's sad.
And how's your style evolved through the years? So you said 10 years. So how's it evolved through the 10 years?
I primarily, like when I come sit down to write, I approach it like one of those Drake 5 a.m. in Dallas. I'm gonna say 9 a.m. in Dallas, or like one of those freestyles. You know, like it's a song, but I'm just rapping 68 bars. Like a lot of times I'll do that and then I'll just cut it up. But as I've like matured as a writer now, like I like make the decision, like, okay, are you just gonna like write some bars? Like, are you gonna write a freestyle? Like, are you gonna write a song? Like, I'll do that now. Like, I've gotten more comfortable like structuring songs. So, because at first I didn't write hooks at all. Like when I first started rapping, I just rapped, and then like I'd put a sample right there or get a beat that had a hook in it already. But like I like writing hooks now, because a lot of times I've noticed like when I listen to Future, and J. Cole, sometimes you don't really know where the hook is. It's just like after a 16, they'll bring back 8 from earlier and it's like, oh, this is the hook. And then it'll end with that. And then they'll put a filter over it. So like a lot of times I'll just write and then take a chunk and make it the hook, or I'll write a hook and leave it, or I'll write a verse and leave it. But I've gotten real good with like the tools in my toolkit. Like I know how to structure songs and stuff now. So
yeah, I remember, I guess people got away from that, but I remember Biggie used to say, make the hook first.
Yeah, I mean, like in the past like 3 days, I've wrote like 3 little, you know, exercise songs, if you will. They're not like radio charting hits or whatever, but it's just they're dope to me. So one of them, I was just where I started writing when the beat hit. It was like in the hook part, and I just started rapping right there. But it had the cadence of a hook, because like mentally, like it's hard for me to do that, because like you can't really tell a person anymore like what is a hook supposed to sound like, because you know, like
you don't write the song.
Yeah, like, and then like cats like Future and like Lil Baby and stuff, like Lil Baby's hooks be sounding like 8 bars out of his verse, and it's just the hook. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really tell a person like, okay, this is how you space this 8 bars, and then you're supposed to put 4 here for the bridge leading into the hook. Like it's not really, you know what I'm saying? The schematics are skewed these days. I feel like it's not just the song comes on with a 4-bar intro, then there's some scatting, then the hook, then a soulful verse, then the hook again, then we put the scatting there, the hook one more time, and the song ends. Like it'll come how it wants to come now. Like sometimes on the radio, a couple songs I done heard this year, it ain't even a hook on it. It's just the damn verse chopped up. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is my homie Steve, but I don't know if he's talking me or you. He says this is the joint that dropped with Snoop on crypto.com. Is he talking about your song? You did a song with Snoop? Yeah. No, Steve. We don't know what you talking about.
See, I'm trying to process that. I wish I did do a song with Snoop. We would smoke good first.
No, I know. Steve, he just posted something, man. Do you know you were talking about invested in everything? You know about them NTFs? That's what everybody keep talking about now. It's like
yeah, you talking about how like Tory did that and he dropped some unreleased music with a couple visuals and then he made $1 million or something like that. I'm
like, it's called. I'm going on right now. It's called because Snoop Dogg is on crypto.com, but he's for NTF, and it says NTF is it's a discover, buy, sell, and discover digital collectibles. So it's like collectibles, but it's like digital. So
Gucci just dropped some $100 or some $100 shoes or something like that, but it's just a digital file. It's not a real.
That shit costs more than that, man. Snoop on there talking about he's selling. All he's saying is these nuts, and he's selling it for $2,000.
Oh man,
he's selling. He got one called Them This all Snoop stuff. He says Them Roaches. He's selling that for $25. Snoop Dogg coins. $200. Dropped the mic, sold out. Then he's selling one Death Row MTF for $100,000. A diamond joint for $500. Young Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I gotta see what it is.
If I'm not mistaken, they're all digital files like PDFs or songs or something. There's nothing physical about them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but yeah, and then my homie said, yeah, I do something like that on Rally. Yeah, I gotta get into that though. Well, what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, the ample appreciation of y'all, man. Y'all really make me feel like I'm doing the right thing and being productive with the music. So I appreciate y'all watching the visuals, man, streaming the music, liking the pictures, man, following the pages, all of that, man. It all makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So if y'all could just bear with me, man. We're gonna have a project to y'all at some point, man. Just keep streaming them records. We're gonna have more coming for y'all. But just stay tuned in, man. Stay at the party, man. It don't close. So,
oh, that's what he's talking about. He said on the Rally site you can buy like Kobe Bryant's rookie card and stuff.
A portion of his rookie card. See, like I'm lost.
That's what I'm saying, man. They got some new shit, man. People making money though, so
hey, ain't wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be the person by the time I figure it out. That shit sold out. You know, like Bitcoin. I know about Bitcoin, but if you was on Bitcoin when that first came out, shit.
Oh yeah, you getting back now? All of that. They got athletes getting paid in that now.
Yep. Yeah, man. So I appreciate having you on the show.
Oh yeah, anytime, man. Appreciate the opportunity. It's been well.
No doubt. You got anything you want to say, like far as like shout outs?
Oh man. Shout out all the viewers, man. Shout out London Brown, my little boy. Shout out the podcast. Shout out Deb. You already know, man. Shout out everybody that's tuning in and keeping it going, man. Definitely appreciate all of that, all the supporters. And shout out my Dukes too.
No doubt. Shit. What's your social media and everything?
My Instagram handle is, as of press time, is Real Prince Party. My Twitter is Prince Party, I believe, or Real Prince Party. My Facebook is Keith Brown, my name. My YouTube is Prince Party. And I think that's all the social media handles. Yeah. And like Spotify and Apple and all of that is Prince Party. That's all of them, I think.
All right, y'all. We out. Till next time, make sure you check me out on PoPolitickin.
Be safe. Shout out PoPolitickin. It's been real.
Yeah, happy Easter, y'all. We out.